Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Angel. Right.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second down, Peterson again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Here we go. Right.
Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Extend. Right.
They'll try and run wide side with Peterson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, 551. Hey, 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Hey, 10. All right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
On the set. Come on.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Oh, it bowls over him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
Let's go now.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3.
18 Cardinal.
Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gates from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. He missed the PAT.
Yeah.
No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Sounds good. I go by 6.
Now he's Gets back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Fields now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go. All right.
Play action. It's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
The first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Now here's Young.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
No.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go, shot. Chip square. Easy, easy, easy. No mas, no mas. Sit high.
A final shot before the break. Fields
escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that's complete to Gates. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Young now from the 50.
Yeah.
First tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback,
Here we go, son.
don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
All right.
On play action, Fields.
Oh, he's got Hester complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
To throw is Fields.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Julian Edelman from 3 yards out.
And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Young working out of the gun. Gates with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
15 yards on the play, first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
A play fake. Now Young.
Oh.
Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. Go.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Dancing to his left.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. Well, he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Now Young. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Antonio Gates. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Don't jump. Ready?
They snap it to Fields.
Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throw caught downfield by Edelman.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Here we go.
And Young's going to throw it here. And this one's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now Young on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Get it.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Oh.
This is the Madden Championship Series on EA Sports. As we join you from USAA Stadium, USAA, proud to serve the military community and their families. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point.